All right. Good evening. We are back for another Tuesday night. Tonight we have Pierre and Garth from Send It. You guys want to talk a little bit about your stories, who you guys are, what you guys do?
Yeah. So started Send It a few years ago after I got medically retired from the sheriff's office. Got in a fight with some stairs and I lost.
Oh,
So have a pretty cool scar at least. Got a little taller. So I have a C5, C6 fusion and I had a 50% of a spinal cord compression for over 18 months when I was working. Um, didn't even know I was injured. Prior military, I was Navy, and then went to Cal Fire CDF at the time. So did that for a while. Got my EMT, did all that stuff. 14-year EMT, and then switched over to law enforcement. Did time there, had a blast, but then got retired out. Yeah, sucked. At 41 years old, I was retired.
hey, 29 for me.
Oh shit, yeah. But you did hard time though.
Not really.
But yeah, did that, and then it was just an idea. Send It is the modern day carpe diem, seize the day type thing. It's always the mindset that I believed in. Just send it. You know, you can't hold back. I mean, shit. I didn't think I was going to live to see 35.
Yep.
But that, and also the death before dishonor. I'm big on loyalty and dedication to what you believe in. Stand fast for your beliefs, and that was just part of things I've always said. So created Send It, and it was just an idea for a long time. Started this small business. Garth actually joined up with me. Guy's my right hand. He's like a brother from another mother, shorter and smaller.
And Balder.
Yeah, well, that too. He's aerodynamic.
Yes.
But yeah, we started the company, got that going. We do custom apparel for mountain biking, motocross. Our slogan is Adrenaline Junkies. So we do anything that gets your adrenaline pumping, whether it be MMA, shooting, just anything that extreme sports. We love that type of dynamic.
Okay.
If you want to hold on to the top of your car going down the street, we'll do that. I mean, anything that's fun.
Right.
Part of it's empowering people. I mean, we all have stories. After my divorce, I actually sought help and found out that I thought PTSD was fake, just symptoms and you just deal with it.
Yeah.
One of my buddies actually pulled me aside. He's a combat vet from the Army. He was like, dude, you need to go seek help. Like, you have some serious things going on. Because I was drinking a lot. I was going down a path. I mean, I used to make whiskey.
Covering it up.
Yeah. So it was good stuff. I mean, when you can drink some whiskey, homebrew, and it's, pretty potent stuff and you're able to function, you got a problem.
Yep.
So after doing that, yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Until it's not. Yep.
Yeah. None of the joints hurt.
Yep.
But going through that, actually talked to a therapist, really started learning about the hypervigilance, never learned how to turn it off. Got the diagnosis, all the good stuff, the insomnia, depression, all that, blah, blah, blah. Found outlets, learned how to face the demons, found outlets, mountain bikes, stuff, hit the gym, became a gym rat again, and really started focusing back on my family because being a part of that lifestyle, just go, go, go. I was working 6 days a week, 18-hour shifts. I loved the job.
You have to be selfish.
Yeah, you had to be selfish, and I hate to say it, I indulged. I loved making a lot of money, taking my kids on vacation, spending money, not caring. But I loved being in the shit. I mean, jail, stuff like that. And it was a blast, but it's a sacrifice for the family. And I didn't see that.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just telling one of the guys, he's asking in my end, said, yes, you are.
Yeah. So after all that, it was a huge reinvention because you lose a title. Once you get retired out, you lose everything. You don't have a title anymore. You're just a normal civilian.
You're not on that roll call anymore.
No, yeah, you're completely stripped of everything. You're just a normal person. It's just like, wow, you have to find your identity again.
Yeah,
and that was huge for me. That was a big, big moment. Had to realize all that and really focus on Send It. And my priorities are my family. Just family, and that's how we spread the word for Send It. It's when we adopt a rider or we select a rider to join our team. We consider them as an extension of our family. How can we help them out, promote them, get them to different type of races, contests, whatever we can, social media wise.
Right.
And especially with the vet organizations. We try to help out as many as we can. Shout out to Veterans MTB, Nate Mascoto in Santa Cruz. That dude is amazing. One of the most positive guys I've ever met. And then my other buddy, they call him Sergeant House or Staff Sergeant House. Dude's amazing. Charlie. But,
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, a little bit about us.
How about you, Garth? What's your origin story?
So I, 24 years, 23 years now, in the court system, been a probation officer, been an investigations officer, been a bond officer, pre-trial, any gambit of probation I've done. I did standard supervision for the first 3 years, then got really involved into the investigation part of it. From there, loved it. Loved PSIs. Loved getting into the dirt of everybody's background, everything they're hiding, everything they're trying to keep from you, and just digging and digging and digging. Switched that probably 6 years, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Got a little burnout at the end of doing PSIs. I was strictly doing violent offenses, so anything that came from rape to homicide to anything that you could think foul of. I was seeing pictures, talking to victims' families, psychiatrists, getting everybody's information and compiling it into reports to give to judges to determine sentencing considerations. After a while, you'd see something horrendous I would see something horrendous come through, and just was numb to it. And I was like, something's wrong that when I see, allegedly a child or a kid chop up their grandma, I have no heartfelt feelings in reference to the situation. Yeah. Something has to change. Something has to get refreshed. So I went to pretrial, did bond reviews for, a couple years, and then moved. Now I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and doing bond reports, sealing of records, pre-sentence investigations, all of that type of stuff through their courts.
Very cool.
So been with that, been riding bike for about 5 or 6 years also. Just the Google brought me to Pierre at one point for custom jerseys. We worked on my Vader jersey and just started a friendship and a brotherhood from there. Been out to California a bunch. We've had a damn good time together, trying to make our brand and trying to spread the love and the word that, not just every able-bodied individual gets to have that adrenaline rush, that send it mentality. This is for everybody, no matter your make, your model, if you're missing a tire or got extra tires, or we don't even care what tires you have. It is about having that opportunity to get that rush, to get that go, to reach the dream, no matter what your physical, mental health limitations might be. There's still an opportunity for you to send it. We sponsor a few different adaptive athletes. We've one of our favorites, our love girl for Kinsey Dickman. Check her out, the Rolling Dreadhead on Instagram. So Kinsey is in a wheelchair, and she is currently on the cusp of making the Paralympics for winter. Now she does like slalom ski, DH ski, like just hucks it down a mountain on a ski, and this chick is fast as fuck, boy.
How do you find her on Instagram again?
She is at the Rolling Dreadhead.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome chick. So her and I hooked up. She rides a Bowhead, which is a motorized 3-wheel bike. So she has a throttle, she has a moto tire in back, and so we train together on the mountain. I get her on the bike, she destroys me on ski.
Nice.
But like it is that mentality, like never fucking give up. Right. Just because this is a setback doesn't stop you from doing shit.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. It's a great message. You guys have a great company. Pierre needs to get more sizes that aren't, for giants, but so yeah, I mean,
it'll be very, very soon.
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I know.
It is
We're
right
working
there.
on
And yep, new website should be coming very soon.
Right.
At which point we will be having a much larger variety of shirts, colors, hoodies, hats. Gloves are in the works again. We had a good glove distributor, and then they kind of fell to shit.
Yeah.
And then so we're in the midst of trying to pop around and find a new glove that is worth it.
Yeah.
Mountain biking, you're gonna trash gloves. You're gonna punch a tree. You're gonna hit the dirt. Something's gonna get ripped open. We want something that's gonna last, just like our jerseys last. I eat shit fairly frequently, and our kits hold up pretty damn well.
That's awesome.
So like, we push a quality product. We push a customized product. Like when it comes to our jerseys and our pants, like we are fully customizable. Like you send me an idea, I'm gonna do the ugliest chicken scratch drawing you're ever gonna see. You've seen those, Phil. You know how ugly they get. And then I'm gonna take care of that and turn it into a digital, and then we work with it from there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We try to think of it like a tattoo.
Yeah.
You want something custom. We want you to love it because you're gonna love it. You're gonna want to wear it.
Yep.
I mean, we're all fully tattooed too. So
Yeah. So, what brought you guys to HPTRT, Human Performance?
Oh, went down a rabbit hole one night. So I got tired of all the meds that they give you. They get you on the Zolofts, and you're on one pill to make you function during the day. Then you're on a trazodone to make you sleep at night, and you're up and down and all around. And then next thing you know, you're a zombie.
Yeah.
So I talked to one of my buddies about it. He was suggesting something like that, either that or smoke a bunch of weed.
Right.
Yeah. And because
it doesn't help your hormones at all. So
no. I was a big gym rat. And I love the gym. That was one of my biggest things until I got injured. That had to kind of stop a little bit, so I can't send it as much as I used to. Prior to getting into law enforcement, when I first got in, they all wanted us to be, big size. I'm 6'2", 255 right now. They just wanted us to be massive guys because the bigger size you have, and if you can actually fight, that deterred a lot of issues, especially.
Well, the bigger you are, the less chance of the fight beginning in the first place.
Yeah. A lot of it too is
gigantic ass cop that walks up. Chances are nobody's fucking with Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. And it was
you might not be able to fight, but you don't want to find out if you can.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Once he gets a hold of you, it's all over.
Yeah.
And then one of my old TOs was telling us, he's like, "Hey, you guys are going to ship downtown. You got to put some size on." And that was my first dabble in a pro hormone type thing. I got on androgenics, blew up. I just got massive, and I started putting up a lot of weight. Got off of it and started noticing the joints were hurting, stuff like that. It wasn't injectable, just a regular pill you could buy off the shelf.
Right.
Did that, and then as I got older, I started to notice I started to get sluggish. I heard buddies were doing blood work and stuff like that, but never got into it. Went online one night, started researching stuff, and I was really hesitant about the TRT. And I sent an email to HPTRT. And next thing I know,
what was your hesitation about TRT, if you don't mind me asking? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, there's so many, the ideology behind it. Everyone's like, oh, it's gear, oh, it's steroids, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. It's gonna give you heart attacks. It's all these negatives, but when you ask them to go more in depth about the science behind it, no one really knows. It's like third-party information.
Harvard does, because they just did a study last year about it, and they have unequivocally proven that taking testosterone does not cause heart attacks and does not cause prostate cancer.
See, even better.
It's unequivocal.
There we go.
The science is there. And, the bullshit they've been saying that it scared you, it scared me. Like when I first heard about testosterone, I was like, nah, that's cheating. And then I started thinking about it, I was like, what the fuck am I cheating? Myself, my family. I'm not cheating because I'm not in a fucking competition. So, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just amazing stuff. But actually, I sent an email out, and lo and behold, it was to you.
Yep.
You were the one that responded. Next thing I know, we're talking on the phone. I'm getting more and more information about it, and I'm kind of an asshole. I'm very selective on my group.
You're not an asshole. You're a big teddy bear with a big ass head.
At least I'm not sideways.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no touching buttons on the computer.
Yes.
But did all that, and next thing I know, I talked to Garth about it because, like I said, Garth and I talk pretty much every day, or we text, and it's always about the business, and then just seeing how we're doing, checking in. He was really interested in it. He got on it, and then I got on it, and it's honestly been the best thing I've ever done. I used to have days where I didn't want to get out of bed, days where I just want to just sleep all day. You know, where you have that funk, and because I got diagnosed with moderate to severe PTSD, depression, insomnia, anxiety, and some other bullshit.
Right.
But after being on this for going over 2 months now, I wake up at 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes I'll grab a cup of coffee, sometimes I won't. I'm good to go. I used to pound 3 or 4 Bangs or Red Bulls, or I could drink a Red Bull and fall asleep.
Yeah, same here.
But now I don't need it. Once I hit the bed, I rack out, but I'm good to go all day, and I'm pumped every day.
So what was your experience when you first started versus the last month?
The first few days, I didn't really notice much until like the third day. I started kind of feeling more clear.
Right.
So I was able to focus more. I had more drive. I wanted to get my stuff done on the computer before I would put it off because I didn't want to deal with it.
Right.
It started to want to be doing stuff. I actually have task lists that I want to accomplish. I have it's a structure. I'm used to structure.
Yeah.
So I started doing stuff by times, just bam, bam. And even my kids notice it. We go on hikes. I take them RC car driving for trail for little rock crawlers.
Right.
We go on mountain bike rides. We do a lot of stuff, and they're starting to see how much more active I'm getting. And when I did my levels, talking to you, my levels were, I think it was 310, and I'm only 41.
Yeah.
And that was huge. They even had me check that when they went through. The doctor was awesome, by the way. He was like, your estrogen level is really high. What were you taking prior to this? Because everybody does the online brands, the pills, and sometimes it can actually do more damage than good because it can get your levels out of whack.
Yeah. So we have a guy that it's with the clinic that he literally was going to another clinic. They got his testosterone levels up perfect. He was feeling good, but he's 32. He started losing hair, and like, I don't mean like losing hair, like a little bit at a time. I'm talking about he's in the shower and pulling handful of hair out.
Holy shit.
So he asked them to do his labs, and they did his labs. And they're like, everything looks great. He sent it to our doc, and our doc is like, you have no estrogen level.
Oh shit.
They tanked his estrogen level, which then his body converted all the excess testosterone to DHT, dihydrotestosterone, which is the chemical that kills hair follicles.
Oh,
so he switched to us, and as far as I know, he's happy. I mean, he hasn't complained, and we've talked a few times, but yeah, he's much happier now. That's awesome.
It's been some of the best decisions we've made. I mean, honestly, Garth's on it. I'm on it. I've been pushing it to all my buddies. Like, hey, if you don't believe me, talk to Phil. Phil's like the Bill Nye science guy. He even tells you, he's like, I'm not a doctor, but I know my stuff because I do it. And it's like this stuff.
I've been on it for 16 years. I'm not an expert by any means, but I can talk with our doc when we're just, offline talking about different things and different, possibilities and ways we can go with things. And I can keep up with the conversation because I understand what he's saying because I've tried just about everything out there. So,
yeah. Well, it's just like this comment right here, the whole thing where I don't want to be on injections the rest of my life.
I've got a solution for that.
Yeah. Oh, that thing is neat. I want one of those. That's a new toy.
Yeah, we'll be discussing that.
Get to that in a second. No spoilers yet.
Yeah.
But no,
so that's great that you're feeling good. So as far as the clinic goes, from the time that you started until now, how are you? Because we kind of went through that shakeup. I let you guys know, hey, we're in a little bit of transitional period. Don't freak out. Just bear with us. And you guys were amazing with just kind of hanging in, just like everybody else was. We had a few people that were a little not excited about it. And I understand where they're coming from. Completely understand where they were pissed about, all that stuff. So I never really got mad about it or upset about it because I probably would have done the same thing. And some of them said, hey, when you get your shit together, get a hold of us. And I've since started reaching out to them because I think now we've kind of got our shit together a lot more. We've gotten rid of the kind of the strain that we had before. I'm not going to shit talk anybody.
I will.
But I want to know your guys' experiences from the time you started until now, and how the clinic team has been more attentive and more available, I guess you could say.
Honestly, going through you and the clinic, the girls have been at the clinic are awesome. The doc was awesome. I know you guys had the shakeup, wasn't a big deal, but you kept us super informed. You told us what was going on, step by step, everything that was going through. It made the process pretty streamlined. I mean, it was seamless. It could have been a lot worse, but the way you handle it and the way your whole team was able to mitigate and kind of put out little tiny fires before they actually happened and got bigger was huge. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just got the refund, got the bill, paid it right quick, and good to go. Yeah. Didn't affect the prescriptions at all. We got everything. Yeah, just talking to them. And then anytime you want to talk to a doctor, you just send an email, good to go. If they have any questions, it goes to you or the girls at the clinic. They've all been awesome. Never had any issues except for when we first got brought on to the program, because you have to go through the process and apply for your labs and all that stuff. That was the part that was kind of weird because the place I used here in my town, they were kind of weird about it. And then once I showed them the paperwork, they were like, oh, okay, you're good to go.
Right.
That was the only hard part.
Yeah. And Garth, how about you, brother?
So for me, I have brought it up to my doctor's attention. I have friends that have been on gear for years and years and years, and I've always been like, they're a mountain bike Q&A. Hell yes, thank you. So I had been on gear for a long time. They're like, it's going to make you feel better. Man, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. I'll take my protein. I'll do my gym. I'll do my, my MMA. I'll do my mountain biking. I'll do my soccer. I'll be fine. And so about a year ago, I was like, something is wrong. I'm just down. And I'm like, I have mental health issues to begin with. So my doctor, my family physician was just like, we'll get your blood tested, but you're fine. We're just going to give you this little pill. You'll be fine. And I was like,
yeah, what's in that little pill?
Right. And I was like, I don't fucking want to keep taking medication. I don't want to keep taking this pill, not knowing what the hell's going on with it, just masking whatever the fuck is going on with my body, trying to trick my brain. It's like, I'm smart enough to know this shit. I'm not smart in a lot of other ways, but I'm smart enough to know this. And so I was just like, cool, got my levels checked. Last year, give or take, they were around 600. And I was like, 600 is a livable range in my mind. But I was still napping every day. If not twice a day, like always tired. Like I could lay down at any point and be like, yep, I'm going to see you in an hour. No problem. And then brought it to my doctor's attention the next year for the physical. And I'm like, I want to get it tested again. I want to get, I've read, hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement therapy is beneficial. Why aren't we looking at this? And she was just like, well, we're just going to get you checks again. But we're not going to send you to a clinic. We can, address your issues with this magic pill. All right, whatever. My numbers dropped in a year, 250 points.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking wrong. Like something is amiss. And it was God's grace, whatever you want to call it, that same, I think it was that same week that we talked to you guys. And we're on the three-way with you guys. And I was just like, okay, this is telling me what I need to do. So I was like, cool, I already have my blood test. I already have my work. Here it is. And I sent it right in. And that's been, so I'm on week 14 now.
I remember that conversation too.
Yep. So, and I was, got it in. They're like, oh yeah, you're low. We can get it in. We can try this. And I was like, bet, shoot, let's go. Doctor was super easy. He was like, here's your two options. And I was just like, you give the pill option, you give the, injectionable option. And I was just like, why am I going to fuck around with the pill?
Right.
If all I've ever done, and nothing against the pill for those that are, strictly against needles, nothing against the pill. I don't have a problem with needles. My history will show I don't have a problem with needles. Like, it wasn't right. So I was like, why not? Talk to my wife. My wife was like, why would you think about a pill? Why is that even a consideration? Right. Go for what is going to make you feel the best, the quickest,
the fastest. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was just like, okay, we both signed off on it. I was like, let's go. Tried it out. And I'm telling you, the first night, I can tell you some horror. I'll fucking share this shit. I don't care. This make me look like an idiot. But so the first time I was like, I don't know that I want to inject myself with this.
Right.
And so I had her do it. Once again, mental health issues. My anxiety is through the fucking roof, just racked as high as it can go that morning.
I think everybody I know that's ever done this,
right,
the first 2 times to 3 times, you psych yourself out so much on how bad this is going to hurt.
I mean,
and then you're like, what the fuck was I for?
I am cold sweat. Yep. I'm adrenaline dump. Fuck it, let's go. And then she pulls it and goes in and
ADD.
Sorry, I'm getting work emails are now coming through. I'm like, what the fuck is work doing? So she puts it in and it leaked. Didn't have it screwed on right.
Right.
And she got in what she could get in. She was just like, it didn't take it all. And I was just like, that's fine, just do it again. She goes, draws more, and by the time she goes to stick it in, right on my ass, just passed right the fuck out. I was just sick. I wake up like, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing on the floor? And she was like, oh, you passed the fuck out. And I was like, I didn't hit my head. My head's good. She was like, no, you tucked your chin really well. So even unconscious, you know how to tuck your chin. And I was like, training, cool, it worked. But my elbow was like here. I was like,
did she give you the shot while you were asleep?
No, I had to wake up and then then I laid back down on the bed and she's like, there we go, you're good to go now. I was like, oh,
I'd have been like, if I ever do that again, put it in while I'm sleeping.
Just get it done. But she was like, you were out for just a second. Like, you hit and then eyes were open.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, I've taken way too many shots to the head to know to stay down, don't I?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Like, yeah, you're done for a second.
Yep. You just need to calm the fuck down, son. So after that, like, we've been golden after that. That first night, didn't sleep well.
Right.
And once again, anxiety being what anxiety is. But after that, and this is like the thing that amazes me the most, was not only was a nap not necessary. I didn't feel that strain of my body, the down pulling me everywhere, which way.
Right.
Had none of that at all. And then went to lay down and was like, I'm not really tired. And, I'm an early to bed, early to rise dude. I'm work at 5 a.m. So I'm, this is past my bedtime as we're sitting here. And like 9 o'clock come around, I'm like, I'm not really tired. Close my eyes, done. Like within seconds, I'm asleep and sleeping through the night and not getting up to piss, not getting up to do anything. And just and every day was just progressively better and better and better. And I'm like, focus is better. Energy through the day is just higher than it's ever been, like teenage years. And it's just like, okay, all right. So something is happening. I think the first 2 weeks we didn't work out just to try and see where it was at. I'm decent on my diet anyway. I'm a chicken and rice type of guy or a steak and rice type of guy. Pretty much we meal prep every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So like we're regimented in what we put into our bodies. And this has like working out on it. Like I don't, take a whole lot of supplements. I take protein and now creatine. And from that, like haven't gained a pound, haven't lost a pound, but have definitely cut up. And shoulders bigger, traps bigger, but like you can definitely see just definition just popping through. And I'm like, okay, all right. And after 14 weeks, yeah, looking like I was 25. So pretty stoked on all of that. And like, I'm not a heavy weightlifter. I'm not pushing around, a shit ton of squat or a shit ton of bench, but everything has gone up to, age 30 levels, hitting 80 on the dumbbells like they're, nobody's issue. And I'm like,
Right.
and it moved it quick. And I'm like, okay, if I can hit 80s for 10 and I can hit 70s for 20, like this shit is like making me feel good. My bones don't hurt anymore. Like I said, between soccer, playing goalie, and jumping on concrete for years and years as a goalie, just body slamming, fighting with Muay Thai and Taekwondo and riding bike, like my body was wrecked. And there's not soreness. It feels like body and soul where it should be, where it should have been years ago. And
Right.
it's I should not have doubted it. Glad I did to know how happy I can be with it now.
Right. And that's what we're trying to spread. We've had quite a few guys come on the live and ask questions, and we love when guys are asking questions because it means they're engaging with understanding that it was taboo for so long, and we're trying to dispel the myths. And I mean, like if you pull up Facebook right now, there's probably going to be an ad for Mars Men, which has a doctor on there who is blatantly lying to people. His opening thing is if you start taking testosterone, it's going to tank your T levels. No, it won't.
Nope.
If you take too much for too long, yeah, and they'll never come back. And I get tired of hearing that, the negative stuff that if you truly are a doctor, is a lie. So you shouldn't be saying that just to sell some supplement that's probably not going to work. So, let me get to some of these. Back here, we had a guy that said, so Clever Dowd, methylene blue. Yes, I take it twice a day.
I was actually looking at that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Make sure you get it. Look up the companies that actually make it in the United States. But if you hold fast, I think we have it in our pharmacy now.
So for those that are not aware, please enlighten us to what methylene blue is.
So methylene blue started out as a fabric dye back in the turn of the century. And then they figured out somebody, just like everything else, cocaine and every other thing that's out there, they figured out, hey, we can do something with this. But it's actually a really good antiseptic. So it actually gets into your mitochondria, which is where your fat should go in order to convert it to energy. Okay. So if your mitochondria is compromised or you don't have a good mitochondria, you won't be able to process that fat into energy as quickly or at all. So methylene blue is amazing for that. It helps clean your mitochondria out. I take that and in conjunction with glutathione, which attaches itself to heavy metals like from tattoos, microplastics, toxins, and it gets it out of your system. So yes, methylene blue is amazing. I don't take naps in the afternoon.
No, Scott's on it. Like there's no nap necessary anymore, man. It's like my wife used to worry when I travel, I travel 6-7 hours every other weekend to go ride bike. And she was just like, before I'd be worried that you wouldn't make it there. Now I know you're good to go until you get there.
Right. Scott, good question. So probably about 2 months ago, I'd tell you 3 to 4 weeks. Today, I'm going to tell you about a week and a half.
Yeah, that's true. I did mine.
Send it in.
Yeah.
I ordered mine. I was telling Garth this. I ordered my refill yesterday afternoon, and it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
So we have definitely been able to step up a lot with and it's not just because it's me. The pharmacy doesn't give a shit who I am. Right. We just have been able to step up the processing time.
Yeah, no, I got mine. When I texted you last time, It was quick, fast, in a hurry. It literally, I did it, I think, on a Thursday, and it came by Monday. It was already there.
Yeah.
Now just because of the weekend.
You were right, Redline. Everybody was a month to start, which killed me because I know that's not really how long it should take. But because of the issues with the other issues.
You're so nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to be diplomatic. My tongue's about to split, but yeah, we're getting it down to, we would essentially like to have it from the time you see the doc till the time you get meds to your door, 5 to 7 days. I can't guarantee that every single time, especially during wintertime, you're going to have problems, whatever. But we definitely are doing our best to get times down, trying to be more attentive. The ladies are answering. They were answering until about 10 minutes ago, I'm sure. Messages on the portals and everything else. So,
well, Christine messaged me at 1 a.m. So thank you, Christine. You're pretty amazing. Stop working at 1 a.m.
Well, and it's 11 o'clock for her. So,
well, fair. Yeah, it's still late. Yeah,
super late. Reached out, submitted my lab a couple months ago and forgot about it. Now I'm back on the tractors. Awesome, man. If you have any questions, obviously give me a call. All of our information's on the website. If you lost our number, we had the old number. It's changed now after the turnover. But yeah, we're here to do as much as we can to help people out.
Yeah.
And then the thing about it too is we're just average dudes. So we're not, tier 1 operators. We're nothing special.
We're not fucking cool guys.
Yeah.
No, we're sitting behind the desk.
Yeah. I worked fire for a little while, EMT on a box, and I worked at the sheriff's office. I worked in the jails, and I was in a small unit, did some other fun stuff. We're just average people that want to feel better, but you're at a high speed your entire life, whether you're a construction worker, you're a gym rat, you're a trainer. Yeah. You could be on a computer 8 hours a day, but then go kill it at the gym.
Yep.
It's just making your body feel better and giving you that edge. Instead of pounding 3 or 4 energy drinks, get your body and have it sync right. Get it what it needs, especially as we get older. Like I said, I'm 41 and my levels are 310. And I was high speed all my life.
I'm 47. My levels at 20. So at 25, my levels were 1200. At 29, after I had my first back surgery, they were 286.
Oh,
my
shit.
free testosterone level, which the low number for that's 50, was 16.
Oh shit.
And that's the one that matters because that's what your body's actively producing. Your overall is just what your body's able to store. But so it wasn't storing shit and it wasn't producing shit. So
no.
Yeah. And they say a lot of that stuff is attributed to our diet. Our diets, what we take, we put in our body. So everybody has a big thing about TRT. Well, do you take aspirin every day? Do you take Aleve every day? What other stuff do you put in your body that you really don't know the side effects are on? That's the way I kind of equate it to is, okay, well, you're taking all these anti-inflammatories because they prescribe them to you. But what are they really doing for your body? Because every body's different. It could function a different way. Either like you take this, I can take it, and it'll affect me in a bad way.
So we also have peptides that naturally occur in your body that will do that for you without having to be on that pill, that aspirin, that whatever. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And there's the nice thing is we're in the age of information, but the bad thing about that is sometimes the information that's out there on the internet, on the interweb, it's just it's someone's opinion.
Hot garbage.
Yeah. So unless you actually do the research for yourself, talk to Phil, give him a call, and actually gain some knowledge. You got to expand that brain. You know what I mean? Get that knowledge in there and really learn about how it can help you in a positive way. Because you gotta do injections. Just like Garth said, he passed out. I just remember the old military thing: don't clinch because you'll break the needle off in your ass.
I don't know if that's ever actually happened, but they scare the shit out of you with that.
Oh, yeah, the peanut butter shit. Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was in a car accident, and this little Japanese nurse, bless her heart, she jammed that thing in there when I wasn't ready, and I clinched up so hard it popped it right out. And she was like, "Oh no, you break needle off in your butt." And I was just like, "Well, maybe you should have fucking told me." But yeah, I mean,
it must be a real thing, man.
I was just like, "Look, I'm concussed, lady. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So why wouldn't you warn me before you jam a needle in my ass to relax?"
Right.
Yeah,
do you want
to shot? Yeah.
So yeah. you're never going to hear me say oral versus injections, because if you're looking for maybe 100 difference, great. But if you're like I was, like Garth was, like Pierre was, injections are the only way to go. And I understand why people choose the oral to start, because they're trying to dip their toes because of the taboo and everything else. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the route you want to go, by all means do it. But personally, I feel that if you're going to do it, first of all, go full bore. Second of all, the bang for your buck for the two, you're going to get more out of the testosterone injections than you are out of the oral, which is not even testosterone. It just works in your gonads and your body to create more testosterone, kind of, because it doesn't. Once that system starts to shut down, it doesn't ever come back. It's not like your pituitary gland where if you abuse it, you take too much growth hormone, or you take too much of this peptide, you take too much of this, or that thing is so elastic that it'll come back on. It takes a little while for it to be back in full function, but it'll come back on to some, to more of an extent than if your endocrine system shuts off. And when that thing shuts off, that's it. You're on this shit for the rest of your life on probably really high doses. So,
yeah. And I will say, I used to do the whole thing online. I mean, when I was at the department, I actually had big brand companies giving me products at huge discounts, like Test and all this other stuff that were pills. And I did, Garth knows, actually, before we did Sea Otter for Send It, I got on a test and it was a pill. I started to feel like shit, like absolute dog shit. I was super lethargic. I was just, my diet, I wasn't hungry. I wasn't sleeping well. I was waking up throughout the night. I just felt bad and I felt bloated.
Yeah.
And I told you actually, Phil, about that. And I got off the energy drinks, started doing the cleanse and eating better, drinking more water. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Just getting healthier. And I started to notice, okay, got rid of all that crap out of the system, got on the first injection, and I started to see a big difference in my body. Within, what was it, Garth? I told you the first week I dropped about a week and a half, maybe 10 pounds.
Yeah.
My body really started to change.
And like Larry said, cutting alcohol made an enormous difference. People don't realize how much that simple thing, or not even alcohol, cutting out soda, cutting out, sweet tea, cutting out these little things that have large amounts of sugar in them, which is going to lead to, if you keep a large amount of sugar in your body, it's going to lead to something like type 3 diabetes, which is not Parkinson's, but Alzheimer's. Not saying that you're going to get it, but that is a leading cause that they're starting to find that's what it's just diabetes of the brain, which is terrifying.
Pretty fucked up. Yeah.
But as far as it goes, we want to get guys feeling better, get guys on mountain bikes, get guys back to doing, because all of us are older. All of us are busted up from one career field or another
to another.
And my main thing is I care more about my guys getting better than making a buck. That's why our price doesn't change. We're not going to say, oh, it's $50 to start, and then the next month, well, that was just for the testosterone, and then it's another $35 for your injectables, and then it's another $75 for you to see the doctor. Oh, and it's $600 for you to get lab. No, we keep it simple. We don't make any money from the labs whatsoever. When you get labs from us, you pay the lab to do their job, and that's to pay them to do their job, not me. So we don't collect anything from that, and we keep our price super low because we want our guys to benefit from this, not benefit from someone being a jackal and taking all their money. So,
well, and it is the benefit, and it's like for me and Pierre, like, fuck it, let's try it. What is the absolute worst that can happen?
Yeah,
like, oh my God, I feel good. Like, I get to sleep. I don't have anxiety. I have energy through the day. Like, if those three things are the three things you're going to get, regardless of, I'm lifting heavy, I'm, putting on mass, my body's changing, like puberty, like, to not have those things hold you back and hold you down, like, why not give it a shot? Why not make make an effort to feel 25, 30 again when you're, 45, 50.
Yeah, I mean, even Garth knows, like last night, I was up till what, 1:30, 2 o'clock. We were
1:30,
discussing.
yeah.
I was doing a to-do list because now that I'm on it, it's actually I'm seeing a lot of the benefits.
Yeah.
I'm doing a to-do list at 1:30 in the morning when this guy's getting ready to go to work because, we're different parts of the country. But
Right.
Yep.
now I'm starting to see that there's not enough hours in a 24-hour day
Right.
that I can use because
But you also have to stop doing that because you still have to get that sleep because the sleep is more important than testosterone 90% of the time because all you're gonna do is you're gonna send your cortisol levels through the roof, which is gonna kill your testosterone. So you're gonna still feel like shit. So
I told him to get his ass to sleep. I was like, son, you gotta get I'm going to work, take your ass to bed.
This red line. So I will tell you my protocol. I am not a doctor, but I've been taking testosterone for 16 years. I've done 25 gauge needles. I've done 22 gauge needles, inch and a half, all that crap. I quit doing all of that. And before just recently, I ran 30 gauge half-inch needles. So it's pretty much a sub-Q shot in my thigh. I cannot stand going that deep. I didn't feel that I was getting the absorption I needed. I didn't feel that I was getting anything different. Once I went to the sub-Q needle or the insulin needle, I actually started feeling better. And I half my dose. This week I just started microdosing. So I do 1 ml a week. So now 4 times a week I'll do 0.25 throughout the week. So it's because testosterone cypionate has a 6.5 day half-life. So by having a 6.5 day half-life every other day when I inject, it adds to that half-life for the next injection. So I'll never have that valley. So it'll come up and it'll peak and it'll just kind of plateau out. As long as I stay on that cycle, it'll be fine. So
I have noticed that on the day the day prior to my injection, I do kind of get a little of a dip.
Yeah.
And then the next morning I'm bam, ready to go. And it's this stuff, like I said, if I would have known the information I know now, I would have jumped on it a long time ago. And it's just part of, like I said, the surgeries and all the pain meds that they give you or the mental health prescriptions and the Zoloft and all that stuff. That stuff takes a toll on your body and your system.
Yeah, for sure.
And
your kidneys, your liver, everything.
Yeah. And it really helped with my mental health. I'm just raring to go and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not like on cloud 9 every day, but what I'm saying is like I'm able to function. I don't have those days where I just want to sleep all day.
Right.
You're depressed.
That's
you have brain fog.
Redline, yeah, you're right, dude. And congratulations. Awesome.
Yep, that's good shit, Redline.
Too many people look at that and say, oh, well, that's not a very big difference. It's a fucking huge difference because it makes you feel better. You're getting rid of that excess weight, which is excess on your joints, excess on just movement, and just you feel lethargic all the time. That's awesome, dude.
Stopping alcohol, that shit ain't easy either.
No, especially when you tie it up into a lifestyle of, you're doing it with your friends, but that becomes your lifestyle. And that just kind of becomes, hey, we're going to go have a beer. Hey, we're going to go have a beer.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have a beer. And before you know it, 3 or 4 beers into it, because you're having a good time. You're not drinking.
Moods are flowing good. Yeah.
So motivation to work out was hard to find, but I'm already getting awesome. That's amazing, guys.
Well, and the motivation to work out, like we all know, that first bit is an absolute bitch.
That first week is a mother, dude.
But you build that schedule. You go, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. Like your body is gonna start feeling better. I only lift twice a week.
Right.
Like, and I went from 40-pound dumbbells to 80-pound dumbbells. Like. And I'm only lifting twice a week. I ride bike, 3 or 4 times a week. But regardless, like that's not benching. Like, and that was my biking was standard. Throwing in the weights, like building that in to encourage your muscles to actually use what's flowing through your body.
Yep.
It makes you feel better, makes your head feel better. Even, my wife who's on nothing, like she's like, no, I feel more energized. So like just get to the gym. And it, like, especially if you're on it, it's gonna make you feel like your levels will just, your mental health, your physical health just jumps through the roof.
Yep.
Like, I didn't fucking believe it was gonna happen. Like,
And it does. And it's
and it
surprising.
does. Like, and that's, I've said before, like, I've heard it and I didn't fucking believe it. And I was just like, it can't make that big of a difference.
Yeah, and it does.
I wouldn't be sitting here on week 14 if it hadn't made any, if we hadn't made that big of a difference.
Yeah.
Like, I'd
The
said,
biggest
fuck it and
thing
walked
too
away.
is a lot of these, if they get this bad information that's out there from the internet, get your levels checked and go from there. Take a scientific approach.
Just start with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody wants to say, follow the science, follow the science. Cool. I will follow the science. Go get your labs done. Whether you go and you get it done for free or you come to us, I don't care. Go get your labs done and then let the science tell you what's going on with
What
your
you
body.
can and can't do. Yep.
That shit won't lie. That's the funny part.
No.
So
Yours
check
are
this
totally
out,
full.
guys. So you guys both know we've had extensive conversations. I take about 20 injections a week.
Yeah.
and between testosterone 4 times a week and glutathione, NAD plus, a whole bunch of shit. So I had one of our guys, and if you're watching this, please call me tomorrow and tell me who you are because I cannot remember your name. Turn me on to. He's like, dude, have you heard of this needleless injector? I'm like, no. I'm like, I've heard of these things, but I've never really taken it seriously because what I've seen, they were just. So he says, go on this website, check this guy out. If you send a message to him, the owner will call you. I'm like, whatever. I sent a message. 15 minutes later, my WhatsApp rang from Australia.
Oh shit.
The owner called me. So check this thing out. Some of you guys might have seen this, and you might have seen it explained completely incorrectly. So, do you guys see a needle in there?
No, sir.
There's
No,
no
nothing
needle.
poking.
So, you take this thing. This is just going to be quick and rudimentary. Take this thing. You charge the spring, push this handle down. It charges the spring inside. It is spring operated. It is not air operated. There's no air in the system whatsoever. So you can't give yourself an embolism. And you're not shooting into a vein. So you definitely can't give yourself an embolism. Then you screw this on here. Like so. And then you take it and you would push it into whatever body part and then hit the trigger. It works off of high pressure spring pressure. And if you know anything about liquid, it cannot be compressed. So the liquid then becomes the needle. Once you do it, if you do it right, there will be zero fluid on your leg at all. I did not believe it. I was probably the most skeptical person about this thing. I ordered the sub-Q, which this one is, and I ordered the intramuscular one. And yeah, I'll never stick a needle in my body again, ever. This thing is called Comfort In. And if you guys go and you want one, go on there, order one. And it's Comfort In, needleless. Let me tell you exactly what it is. Needle free. And in the notes, put that you heard about them from us. And if you put the promo code, where did he put it? Bear with me. I got to find this thing.
Do you think you guys are going to start carrying them?
So legality, not yet. I'm going to try to get it to where we can have it drop shipped you can go to our website and drop ship it. But we have to make sure it's all going to be okay. But you can go right to their website and order it from them. They can send it in.
Damn. Okay.
So yeah, if you just go to, if you go to their website and then you do it, make sure that you're using, where did this go? Oh, no needles 123, and that'll give you free shipping from Australia.
Oh shit.
So it's called Comfort In, not like the hotel. Needleless injector. Look it up on Google. I will never put a needle in my body again. It's fast. It doesn't hurt, and it's amazing. And we will have videos out here soon.
Cool. Now, how do you pull from the
vial
prescription bottle? Yeah, the vial.
Needle Free just said, do some research on needle stick injuries. You'll be horrified. Yes, you will be. So you take this little tube right here, and it actually has a neck on it.
Okay.
And you put it in this little cap thing. I should have brought those down, but I didn't. And it has a regular syringe on the end of it. You have to make sure everything's sealed. Turn it over. You pull this down like so to 0.25 because you don't really want to do more than 0.25 because it probably will hurt. So yeah, it's super fast. It's super easy, super painless. And I'm a fan, especially giving myself 20 injections a week. Let me see. Okay. I can't do IM injections. I swell up so bad. I need to call you, Phil. Yes, call me. And now that you just saw that thing, call me tomorrow.
Game on. Yep.
Yeah. Call me tomorrow. I got the solution to your problems now, man.
And there's the other thing I'll say about Phil is like, I came into this blind.
Yeah.
No idea what the fuck I was doing. Any questions I had, if you're coming into this blind, ask him. He's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to all of this stuff. And me and Pierre have a tiny bit. But like, if you have a question, ask, reach out. His phone number's on there. His email's on there. Like, reach out to him. I was using the wrong needle to inject initially. I made my own errors, not reading instructions, and that's on me. Told Phil about it. He was just like, "Yep, you're special. This is how you're supposed to do it." And like, fuck around and find out. Call Phil. He's gonna have the answers for you. Like, he's gonna, he's a wealth of knowledge.
Oh yeah,
well, thank you.
And we tell all of our guys too. We tell all our veteran buddies, all my cop buddies, firefighter, everybody I talk to, I always tell them, "Hey, dude, check this out." And everyone always has that, "Oh, well, it's gear, it's blah, blah, blah." Yeah, but get your levels done. Check out your stuff.
It's gear, but what do you care?
Right.
Yeah.
You're not in a competition with life.
Yeah. And the funny thing is we're not doing those crazy levels like bodybuilders are doing.
We don't do that. If you come here looking for gear, we won't. I've turned several guys away just because you could tell they wanted gear. And I asked them, I was like, "What are your levels?" And they're like, 950. I'm like, nah, it's not happening, dude.
And you don't need it. Yeah.
Beyond the Barrel, no, zero pain at all. First time I had done a quote unquote injection and I had zero pain. So the website is injectneedlefree.com. They're out of Australia. Use the code no needles 123. And in the notes, make sure you say that you heard about them from Human Performance TRT. They're actually in the chat right now. So if you want to ask them any questions, send the questions.
Yep. Fire
we
them
will
away.
be calling them, by the way. We will be
Phil,
calling them.
can you share the roundabout cost to order one? I think they're a couple $100 a piece. But you can get a big box of these little plunger things. Because once you order the system, you don't got to order another one. You just have to order these guys, and you can get a box of them. I think I paid $59 or $60, and I don't know how many they're in there, 50 or 100 or something like that. So like $1 a piece. But the nice thing is I can use this for 4 injections. So for 1 week, every one of my testosterone injections are good. So you just have to clean it out with isopropyl alcohol. They have videos galore that you can watch. Go on their YouTube. And make sure you do it exactly how they say to do it. Because if you don't, you're probably going to hurt yourself. Needleless 123, comfort in needleless. So it's actually, I was incorrect. It's no needles 123, but the actual website is injectneedlefree.com.
And also, Phil, we wanted to kind of talk about if any of the viewers out there are interested in some of our stuff too for the Send It, we do custom gear. So if you guys want anything like that, we're trying to hook up with anybody and everybody who races downhill. And remember, for us, it's all about the mindset. It's pushing everybody else out there. That's why we believe in HPTRT so much. It's something that we're promoting because we believe in it. And we want to be the guinea pigs to actually jump on it before we start to promote it as much as possible. Because this stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff definitely.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a trial by fire. Like, I can't tell somebody do this if I'm not doing it myself. Like, if I don't feel good, I ain't gonna tell you to try it. That's ignorant shit to me. So
Right.
it is our heartfelt, like, we believe in, spreading the love and letting people, live their best life. This is an opportunity, like,
Yeah,
first
it's
and
an
foremost,
opportunity to get there a little bit closer and shed some extra pounds and be able to go run with your kid and, just be more productive and it's less about work and it's more about being more attentive and more there for your family.
Yeah.
And when I say productive, I mean productive for your family, less than, I don't know what everybody does for a living, if they like it, if they hate it, whatever. But the main thing is if you feel like getting up and doing shit, you can get up and do shit. And you don't have that, oh man, I'm tired today, So when I get my TRT, I have to find my own needles and stuff before I can order. Absolutely not. You will get sent everything you need in a box. Ask these guys.
You want to grab my kit? I can show you my kit. I got a little container for it and everything.
Sure. Show it.
Yep. So they will send you everything you need. Now, some of us have changed to multiple injections per week, just to maintain a more level. And so that has, we bought extra in reference to that, but extra in reference to that's Amazon and nothing,
Yeah.
And so it's super easy. Yep.
Yeah, so you're right. Amazon's your best friend because that's another reason why I went with this system, because all the other shit's coming out of China. So every needle you get is coming out of China. Every syringe you get is coming out of China.
So this is what it comes in. Everything's all secure, nice and packed, all good to go.
Yep. And then it'll come with a syringe, 2 needles, and then draw with the 18, inject with the 25.
Inject with the 18. How many times I have to say that? But
no, they actually send you both.
Yes, they send you both.
So I went a little bonkers. And I stocked up on needles. Yeah. So this is my kit, though.
I do the same thing. I just buy them online.
Yep.
So I do have different sizes, Garth. Okay.
Yep.
Different sizes. But here's my kit.
Yep. Yep. Beautiful. Mine's in my medicine cabinet.
Yeah, everything's set up. This thing is just a little pack. I mean, prior military habits, right? You just have everything in a pack set up, ready to go. If you need to grab it and go.
Yes, Scott. Ask Garth about that.
Taking one needle.
Well, so
gauge.
So pulling with the 18, correct?
Yes.
So prior to, I don't know shit, and I'm fine to admit that. I was pulling with the 25, injecting with the 18. I mean, still, like I said, I don't have a problem with needles, so it wasn't bad. But switching it the other way around, pulling with the 18 and injecting with the 25 is pretty much butter. Like it
was supposed to be like that.
Right, like that's how you're supposed to use it. However, I didn't do that. And then 2 weeks ago, I was on vacation and had to inject and only brought one needle, and it was the 18 gauge needle. So pull and draw with the same needle was not the best option. And when my wife had pulled it and she went to inject it, and we don't know why, but it just bounced right off the cheek. And she was like, I don't know if I want to do this shit again. And I was just like, just drum that son of a bitch in there. And she was just like, it's going to hurt. We're already here. My ass is already out. Just put it in. And
That's a good question, Scott. You should ask Garth that.
I was gonna say Murphy's Law. If there's a way, he'll find it.
oh man, like
slow as
Scott, it was an absolute pain in the ass. Like you would just sit there and be like, okay, well, this is going to take 3 days. You switch to the 18, you just good to go. Yeah, it's pretty remarkable what the appropriate procedure is there for.
Yeah,
And I think they explained it to you too in instructions. But
They might. I'm not a reader, so I didn't really YouTube a shit ton of anything. Yeah.
Yeah, Garth calls me and is like, hey, so am I supposed to use the 18 gauge needles to inject? And I go, if you're a fucking horse. And he was like, okay. I kind of injected with an 18 gauge needle. I was like, how'd that feel?
And I was like, I wondered why, like with the 25, I have no soreness in my cheeks. With the 18s, you're going to get a little soreness in the cheek that night.
Well,
like I was like, yeah, I was like
fucking hose in your. Good Lord,
like
dude.
more IV right there.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Scott says
And
that.
I got plenty of dumb. So,
well, they just so you guys know in the chat, these guys own a company called Send It. Maybe not in this instance. So, does anybody have any questions about the needles injector? Because I know some of you guys have seen videos of certain people saying it's an auto injector, it's a air injector, and no, it's not an air injector. There's zero air in the system. None at all. It's all off of spring pressure and the fact that liquid cannot be compressed at all. So it comes out of a super tiny hole, and I know you guys can't see it on here, but if you see the blue thing, you can kind of see how small that hole is.
mm-hmm.
That's what it comes out of. And it comes out of this little cylinder like that. Oh, wait, you can't see that. So it's that fast.
Nothing.
So it's probably faster than that, actually. So you don't feel it at all. It shoots it in so fast. It's comfortable. Because I did it. I didn't really. Okay, so full disclosure. Because I don't like to hide shit. So I had the owner helping me for my testosterone injection. I got home Sunday night. I had a new toy, and I'm like, I know he said to wait, but I can't do that. So I pulled up the videos. I'm watching the videos. I'm like, okay, yeah.
I got this. Yeah.
Did it, and I went, and I didn't have it pushed hard enough, and I pushed that thing. I was like, ooh, that kind of sucked, but it didn't. It didn't actually hurt. It was because I didn't warm it up. So it was the difference of a room temperature liquid hitting the inside of a 100-degree body.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't hurt. It was just like, that's different, you know?
So it didn't feel like an 18 gauge needle.
Not at all. It didn't feel like a needle at all. Like
so even if you fuck up, you're still.
Even the 30s, it didn't. You can't feel the liquid go in at all. I was so blown away that it didn't hurt. And I'm telling you guys, I was skeptical. I even told the owner, I was like, I don't know if this shit was going to work or not. I bought it to see if it would work. And I won't promote anything that I think is dog shit. Just like with Tasty Gains. I was taking Tasty Gains before I knew Dennis from Tasty Gains. It's something that it's a daily habit. And I absolutely love them. I will not promote or say anything good about anything that I don't particularly believe in or that I don't use or wear. So, you know, Needle Free Zen, again, it's an amazing product. And I don't get paid to say it. I don't give a shit. They don't pay me. I think it's an awesome product. And I think the guys that have reviewed it inaccurately need to relook at it and understand the mechanics behind it, because it's not that complicated. It's just a spring-loaded machine. It's not air operated. It's not. Once you use it once, you'll be like, yeah, never use a needle again, ever. So, and then when you want to after you do your testosterone with this, you pull the system out apart, you put some isopropyl alcohol inside of it, put some on here. If you get it on the outside, it's going to wear the numbers off. So be careful.
Oh shit.
Excuse me.
So you just cotton swabbing it?
So I just dumped it in there because, you know, I'm
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, it's amazing. The owner is amazing. He'll give you a call. He'll get you set up. If you need help on what to order, how to order it, get on his WhatsApp once he gets a hold of you and just say, hey, I have a question about this, this, and this. And he answers every question, walks you through everything. I don't think I've ever worked with a company quite like his, and the respect that he wants to make sure everything is right. And he's an old military Aussie guy too. So Aussie military dude. So he's got the best intentions, and he's got to me, the best product. I would not be, Pierre, you know, I wouldn't be gloating about it if it sucked.
Yeah.
If it sucks, I'd be like, don't buy this fucking thing.
Right.
But yeah, if you don't get it and you're bitching to your wife or your chick or whatever, your buddies about your fucking butt cheek hurting or your leg hurting or whatever, because you hit a fucking vein or you hit a nerve or you went too deep or whatever, I don't want to fucking hear it. Because guess what? I just gave you an option that can solve all those problems. So,
Never have to worry about it.
Or using the 18 gauge.
yeah, use an 18 gauge.
I've used bigger probably, so I'm
Scott don't even know you.
no idea, Scott. You got no idea, son.
Okay, so here it is again. No needles. 1, 2, 3. For you guys that are still here. Do you guys have anything else that you want to discuss? Any questions or anything? Because I know, Garth, you got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's fine. I did want to note how well the new system is working. So the switch from fuck ass Impact Health has been definitely noted. The response time is better. Like I was getting, solicited by Impact Health over and over again. Like, so those that were on it previously, like, it's not that way anymore. Now the billing system is so much easier and more convenient. Like, it's flawless at this point now. Like, it's seamless. I won't say flawless. It's seamless at this point. It's an easy in, easy out. Christine and, what's the other
is
lady?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Christine and Sarah, always on top of shit, always responding as quickly as they can. Phil's always on top of shit. But you don't have to deal with Impact Health messing with you anymore. Like it is a game changer now with it. And you don't have to have that wait time. Like I remember the 2 fills ago, I tried to get in and they were just like, well, Impact hadn't given them their prescription for 4 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, what the hell do you mean? The Impact told me that they were taking care of it. Nope. Now it's like you said, it was in, you gave me my routing number same day. Like it's that quick now. Like, so
we do get a little behind sometimes, and it might be the next day that we get that routing number, but
still, I mean, it's still a lot faster than the old system was.
Yeah.
And so now it is more of a seamless, more personable product.
Get on the CBR. Yeah. See?
And Scott said, almost glad I waited for what? To get the needles and stuff. The invoice and payment system is great too. So the invoicing system will change a little bit because we're still working to get our payment processor set up, because we're doing it the right way and we're getting what's called legit script certified, which means we can talk about anything we want on any platform. And it shows that we went the extra mile to actually care about our company. We show that we're legitimate. So once we get that, and that process takes 1 to 4 weeks, sometimes 8.
No.
So we're still in the middle of it. Once we get that done, we will have our full-on payment processor, which the previous payment processor was 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction, which is being passed on to clients.
Right.
So we were trying to find a way to get that down. Our payment processor will be 1.5%, and I think it's 20% or 20 cents. So we brought down a huge amount on it just with that going with them. So we're excited about that. So you will get one more change to the payments, but that's about it. But thank you, Redline. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
What's
once
up, Hunter?
they told me to get the new app, the new portal. Yeah, I deleted Impacts and got the new portal, and it's been streamless. I mean, just super easy to order, refill, and do everything. Plus, I always send a text to Phil and just, hey, just double checking. But the nice thing about it is the way your guys' company is set up is kind of like ours. Anytime you do an order from us for Send It, and that's our website. That's the funniest thing. When we did our website, we try to get the smallest wording out there. So it's senditdeathbeforedishonor.com. Really, but you're actually reaching out to us individually. So you're actually talking to the owners. And that's one thing that's huge about HPTRT is I'm talking to the owners. So I know it's going to be handled. And if there's any questions, it's direct contact. It's amazing. And there's not a lot of companies that do that want to have hands in and actually take the time to talk to their customers.
Because they're more worried about profit over people.
Correct.
We're worried about people over profit. The money will come if you have a product that's, one, good, and two, you can take care of it. And like Hunter says, I've talked to Hunter probably 100 times on the phone. And yes, I understand. And he was like, man, how do we get it to where how do we get it to where I don't have to call after I take my first shot of my medication that I just received yesterday? I'm trying, dude. And Hunter, thank you for sticking in there. I know it's been a pain in the ass for you. The same with everybody else. Out of the 400 people we have, the clients that we have, I've talked to probably 300 of them and regularly get calls from them. And we still strive to have that connection. If I can't get to it, one of the ladies get to it for me. But everybody knows. And if you don't know, you should. You can contact me anytime. If I don't answer the phone, I will call you back. And it is what it is. This is a part of the business. And sometimes you've got to work late. Sometimes you can go home early. So,
yeah, no, it's been amazing. This stuff definitely changed a lot for us.
Yeah, Scott, you sure did. It's available in the use for a few decades. Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that. See, I just got so excited about it, I ordered it. Later.
See you later.
Yeah, and guys, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Because
of course, thanks for having us.
I want you guys, I want everybody that's a client, that's a customer, that when they see Human Performance somewhere, or they're like, yeah, those guys take care of people, and they're not just the tier 1 guys. Do we have tier 1 guys? Yes. Do we have exceptional human beings? Yes. But they're just people. Let's face the facts. They're just people.
Right.
But we also have guys like you and me. We have a guy that I'm trying to get on. I'm not going to say his name. I'm trying to get him on. This dude's a fucking stud. He is a wildland firefighter, a smoke jumper.
Oh shit.
So this dude is a certified fucking knuckle dragging blue collar dude, about as you can. He goes and plays with fucking fire in the forest. He's insane. So I'm excited to get him on the show. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get him on the show. Because those are the guys that we need to hear from too, because those guys are exerting themselves at a high level. They're not kicking down doors, they're not shooting people, they're not doing all the cool sexy guy shit, but they're doing something that nobody wants to fucking do, so I want to get guys like that on the show that are like, they're the reason why your house didn't fucking burn down last summer. They're the reason why, just like when my wife and I lived in Arizona, and all those wildland firefighters died from Granite Mountain.
Yep.
We lived not far from there, and we watched that fire burn. And it wasn't until later on, because we were kind of in the transition of moving at the time when that actually happened. So we didn't hear about that, tragedy until later. Those guys are amazing. And, I love my firefighters, I love my cops. I love all the guys that are, serving people and not getting the credit they should. So
Yeah, Phil, being on the line, on the fire line, you're out there for 48 to 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours. And you carry all the supplies you can. I mean, because for Cal Fire and, wildland, it's a blast, but you get shipped up and down the state because you work for California. So you hit fires in, all the way up in Alturas, you're shooting all the way down to San Diego in near Baja fighting wildland fires the entire summer. So it's demanding. And for him to be a smoke jumper, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, you guys they are such amazing human beings. Because you think about me, I'm like, I don't want to fucking run into a building that's on fire. I would rather go to Afghanistan or Iraq or something like that. But then you have guys that are like, here, hold my beer. Watch this. I'm going to jump out of a fucking airplane into the middle of a fire.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. There's something wrong with you. I mean, your parents dropped you on your head. And I love it because I have a few friends that did that growing up in Idaho, and they
got dropped on their head.
Yeah. Well, that's for definite sure.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Helattack?
What's that?
Helattack? It's so it's something similar. So it's basically they used to use the old Super Hueys, and it was a crew about I'm probably gonna get the numbers wrong. I want to say 8 to 9 guys or 8 somewhere around there. Anyway, they would be dropped off to fight fire just with hand tools and back pumps.
Wow.
And then they would actually have the Huey doing water drops ahead of them to kind of spot it out to knock down the huge flames. But these guys would just go direct attack and be dropped off by a helicopter. The nice thing is by nightfall, they'd be getting shipped back home and sleep in their own beds.
Yeah.
So fight fire during the sleep at night.
It's insane to me. That's completely insane. I mean, we have to have it, obviously. And Scott, yes, integrity is everything. And to answer this question from Needle Free, yes, he offered me kickbacks. He offered to pay me to whatever. I wouldn't hear it because that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for guys to get help and get help now. And because we have a bunch of guys that don't like needles. They do it because they have to, but they don't like needles. I want to pass whatever I can on to my guys. So if they're going to save $50-$60 on shipping or whatever the hell it costs to ship it from Australia, I want them to save that. And I'd rather them get the benefit than me. So
that's huge.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, we wouldn't have been on here unless we didn't believe in you guys. And you guys have been amazing with us, taking care of us, and we definitely vouch for you guys. You guys are aces in our book.
I appreciate you guys. And the same thing with you guys. I mean, you guys are doing great stuff with Send It. And you guys you're just out there doing your thing and getting more people into mountain biking and, spreading the word about that girl that's paralyzed that is in, kicking ass on the mountain. And, so that's what I want. That's really what I want. So I want people to see those things and we can help facilitate that. So,
and it's all about, furthering yourself as an individual, as a human being, testing yourself, pushing yourself to the limit, making sure that you are living the best life that you can live. Why not push it? Why not see what's out there? Why not get that blood flowing in your veins and feel good? And, it's about feeling good.
Good eye, Hunter. Yeah, man. And that's right. I can't express it enough. These guys that, they're like, oh, I'm going to go get on testosterone. And you see them like 6 months later, they're still fucking fat slobs. And it's like, are you on testosterone? Yeah. How do you feel? Like shit. Did you start working out? Did you change your diet? And not even working out. Did you go take a 15-minute walk every day? At the end of the night? No. So you didn't change your habits. You just got on something you thought was going to make you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you didn't realize you didn't put the work in that Arnold Schwarzenegger put in.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing. Is that's one thing I don't like Ozempics. I don't like GLP-1s, and Sarah is getting me to change my mind about that because she's a huge proponent in it. And actually, I talked to a guy named Andy Stump. His sister is opening a longevity clinic in California, and she started telling him the uses of GLP-1s, this, that, and everything. Higher dosages, I don't agree with. I can get on like 10 units a week or 20 units a week because it actually helps with your cognition, brain health. It helps strip away some of those excess body fats. It helps get rid of some of that visceral body fat. So there are uses for it, but the way they're prescribing it, I don't like. Ozempic is horrible for you because it literally has Gila monster venom in it. Do you know anybody on this planet that is deficient in Gila monster venom?
The fuck?
No.
Wow, that's so good. I didn't know that.
That sounds a bit fucked.
Yeah, it causes your stomach to atrophy. So,
oh shit.
So you can't absorb. That's why, like Ariana Grande. Have you seen her lately? She looks like Skeletor's shadow.
Yeah.
Look at all the Hollywood chicks that look like their eyes are sunken back. It's called Ozempic's face.
Okay.
They literally gave a name to it. That's how bad it is for you. So
that's got to be healthy.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that people just want to be skinny. Like,
yeah.
At what cost?
You can get there, but you have to do the work, and you can't want to dump 30 pounds in 30 days because it's not healthy.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And you're going to look like shit when you do it.
And then if you stop taking it, all that weight's coming back times 10. So because you didn't change your body, you didn't change your mentality, you didn't change your habits, you didn't change anything. All you did was dump 30 pounds in 30 days to fit in a dress for a wedding.
Yeah.
I understand the principle behind it. I don't understand the practice behind it, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, it does. Perfect.
So, all right, fellas, we're pushing an hour and a half.
Cool.
I appreciate you guys. If you guys need anything, obviously give me a call. If you guys want in the chat, want to check these guys out, what's the website again?
It is senditdeathbeforedishonor.com.
Okay.
And or send it _DBD. That's on Pierre's name out on the Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. And when the hell are you going to have shirts for normal adults, Pierre?
You don't want XX?
Well, it'd be a dress. I'd be looking like fucking grandma with a muumuu on.
We are working on that. As we've been trying as fast as we can for the past 2 weeks. We're almost there. We're almost there. I am not the most computer savvy, and thankfully we have some help. And we're hopefully going to be getting there. Hopefully by maybe Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Perfect.
And the nice thing is we're going to be able to offer a variety of colors, way more stuff than we had in our other site. So we outgrew our site about 2 years ago, and people don't even know that we customize as much as we do, and we don't charge for it.
Right.
It's the same thing. We want to give you the discounts and save you the extra cost because we want to provide a better service.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, being a standard rider, you're going to try and find a customizable jersey. You're going to drop a substantial amount. You're going to drop over $100, if not, upwards, right? So our custom jerseys are the same price as all of our other jerseys, and I will basically have a good one, Scott. I'm the one that will design them for you. You'll talk with me specifically. Pierre gets involved when Pierre gets involved, and but you'll get my cell phone number. We'll go through and we will just work out whatever designs you want to work out. We actually just did a custom jersey for an individual who won a raffle for the Ohio State mountain biking team. We sponsor them along with Cali Protective and a bunch of other companies. And they won a jersey for free, and he went, I have no idea what I want. I want my name on the back of it. I do this for a living. I'm into metal. And I went, cool. Here's what I got for you. Threw it all together, and he was just like, how the shit did that come out that way? And I was just like, I don't know. I'm an idiot with crayons.
I know somebody.
Yep. And so like I want to work with anybody that wants to work with me when it comes to making the design. We'll do some radical shit, some dumb shit, and have a good time in the process of it.
And these guys, for you guys in the chat, they're still here. These guys are sponsoring kid that actually lives next door to me. That is turned pro and motocross at 20. He has run his own business, full-on business, for 2 years now. Probably one of the hardest working 21-year-olds that I know. And it's great to be working with you guys to help him facilitate his dreams. And do you want to talk about Cali Protectives at all?
Oh yeah, Cali Protectives is amazing. It's if you can actually go on their website or their Instagram and you'll see a video of my big ass crashing. I cracked the helmet in 3 different spots on the trail, and when we got back to Cali and looked at it, it had 8 different cracks.
Wow.
So I went to hit a small little kicker. It was like 2 feet tall. You're not supposed to hip it, so that memes just kind of lifting off to the side of it. And I landed in a hole full of punji sticks and hit a tree while I was in the air. So if you're gonna send it
Is the
big.
tree okay?
Yep.
The tree got in my way.
It's not there anymore. His head took it out. His
His
big
head
ass
took it
head
out.
knocked it down.
It was sideways, wasn't it?
It was sideways with a big head. But
Nice.
yeah, it was actually funny. The video shows my bike is still actually up in the tree while I'm like maybe
Well,
5
Well, his corpse is laying there. His bike's just standing straight up.
Nice. He's like, I'm done with this ride.
Yep.
Well, the funniest part is one of the guys is a YouTuber, the segment PR, one of our buddies, and he goes up, "Oh, you okay?" And of course, I do the big dumb guy thing. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
that
it's
was
great.
I'm not.
a big thing. But yeah, Cali Protectives is huge. We actually are coming out with some new product, especially for the tactical side. Did you want me to show the helmet real quick, or
Yeah, if
got
you
time?
want, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, and in addition to how great the protection is from Cali, Cali also offers a crash test replacement. So they want to be better. They want you to be better. They want to take care of you the best that they can. So when you crash and you fuck up a helmet, they want you to send it in, and they're gonna send you another helmet free.
Nice.
Like they're not going to be like, no, here's a discount code to get the new free helmet. No, they are going to send it for free for you giving them basically R&D.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brad was stoked when he saw my helmet.
That's awesome that they stand behind their product because there's a lot
Yep.
of companies like, oh well, you broke it. Oh well, because they're not trying to get better.
Correct.
They're trying to just make money.
And their dome protection, their concussion protection, the industry standard is MIPS. They go above and beyond MIPS. They will actually have the blue foam bars.
Nice.
Like they will actually do a test that will show you the density of MIPS and the density of this stuff and how much this stuff will cushion your brain more than the MIPS will. It is next level technology when it comes to brain and mind and concussion protection. Like we've all eaten shit, and best eat shit when you have the best protection.
Yeah.
Phil, you're gonna laugh at this. Ready? You ready?
Put it on. Oh, that's probably got to go.
Yeah.
I got a big head, so here we go. Just a tip.
Yeah. Just the top part of that dome. That's
Yep.
awesome. So they're reaching out into the tactical world then. So
They are, yeah. So
That's
the
awesome.
whole design, these helmets are actually mountaineering rated. They're mountain bike rated. They're bicycle rated. So they cover a lot of different realms, and they're still an R&D process. They're coming out with the tactical style, and they're always looking for ways to improve it. And it's not just, oh, we want to jump into the bump helmet market, or
Right.
military market, or law enforcement, or USAR. They want to make the wheel better, not reinvent the wheel. And preventing
Right.
injuries is something that they want to do.
Oh,
okay.
Because you know us, we don't like wearing helmets. If we take that shit off, we will.
right.
But yeah, these things are
Look at
amazing.
that.
Kelly-
Wade Klein. Dude, Wade. I didn't even see you in here tonight. That's amazing, dude. Good job, man.
Didn't even use the coupon.
Damn it. See, that's what I'm talking about. The guys that we are. Oh, there he is. Sorry, man. I tried. Wade, that's awesome. You're gonna love it. If you have any questions, obviously give me a call. Give them a call. He'll walk you through everything. You're gonna love it. But yeah, that again, like we're just talking about Cali Protectives. The owner is literally talking to these guys right now. He
Yeah.
just saw that somebody ordered one and didn't use the coupon code. And it's okay because I'm sure we'll get it taken care of. We'll figure out a way to make sure it's right. And that's what we want to do is we want to help build each other's companies and help build each other and products that we believe in and products that will actually help us as a community and help the world. You know what I mean? So,
oh yeah, trust me. When you meet Brad, Phil, you're gonna laugh. The guy is a wealth of knowledge on impacts and composites because he was an engineer for the government actually in composites, so he's super smart. But when you talk to him, he just looks like a normal mountain bike rider. Super chill guy, really awesome, always wearing flip flops. One of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet. But then he's also the owner of a multi-million-dollar company.
Right.
No.
But he takes the time and he'll actually go out to customers that are in the parking lot and just introduce himself. Super awesome guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Having owners such as yourselves, the owner of Needle Free, is engaging with people. You know how hard that is today? It's hard to get people to engage with each other anyway. And all of this from mountain biking to finding a better way to get your injections to what we do is to build up people's self-esteem, to get people off the couch, to get people outside, because that big red thing outside is not there to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't start hurting us until we started putting sunscreen on and baking it in. So it's kind of ironic that cancer like started spiking in the 80s, right? 70s is when they started using sunscreen. So I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You can look all that shit up. But you have all these things that we're told. I mean, cavemen weren't dying of cancer. These people weren't dying of cancer, and they were in the sun a whole lot more than we are. So I just think that if we can build a community around people and build a community around making people feel better, and I don't mean like no offense, Pierre, but the whole California thing where it's like, this diet, that diet, this diet. I get asked so many times, well, what diet do you use? Do you do the carnivore diet? I'm like, no. Well, what diet should I get on? The one you're going to stick with.
Yep.
If your body composition and your body intake can handle eating bread every fucking day and you like it, eat bread.
Yeah.
But just moderate it.
Yeah.
If you can't handle gluten, don't eat gluten. I mean, technically nobody's supposed to be eating gluten just because our bodies can't process it. And all gluten is a protein from wheat that can be separated out. Well, they stopped separating it out. So it's not that big of a deal. Just get off people's cases. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Unless you're vegan. Well, you know how you can tell if somebody's vegan, right? Oh, just wait. They'll tell you. Just like a Marine.
Yeah.
Come to California.
Yeah. I love my Marines, but man, they'll tell you quick. Kill a cop. I'm a cop. What?
Yep.
So
it took you a while to find out I was.
It's good to be proud of what you are, right? And I do give it to the people that are that way, or they're vegan or they're vegetarian or whatever, that they actually are like, if you're not weird about it. My wife has a friend that's been a vegetarian since they were like 13. She made the choice because she was having stomach problems. She didn't tell her parents she was vegetarian. She just did it. And when I first went to their house, I was like, I thought you were a vegetarian. She's like, well, I'll eat fish and I'll eat chicken occasionally, but I just don't eat a lot of like red meat or pork and stuff like that. Not that I don't like it. It's delicious, but my body just doesn't process it properly. I'm like, cool. First one I ever met that's not like, I'm vegetarian.
Here it is. Yeah.
Oh, relax, dude. It's not that big of a deal. So, but yeah, guys. I think I'm gonna hop off here. I appreciate you guys. Yeah,
take my happy ass to bed.
All right, brother. Well, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. If you need anything, give me a call. We'll definitely have to do this again.
Hell yeah.
Because I want guys to really, really enjoy, meeting guys and seeing new stuff. So,
cool. Phil, we appreciate your time, brother.
All right, fellas. Have a great night.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Guys on the ground.